got her. I got her.
Here, let her go just a second. So there's 2 more.
A dozen dogs left in the filth of hoarding.
Hoarding is a major problem all across Tennessee, and one of the biggest reasons is because we don't have enough animal shelters.
Shelters, the backbone of our animal rescue system.
The hardest part is truly the fundraising effort.
The Dickson County Humane Society occupies 2 makeshift buildings that are falling apart.
And then the roof leaking is a problem.
Despite having Humane Society in its name, it gets no money from the Humane Society of the United States.
In terms of actual cash coming down to the local shelters, there is none.
We checked the HSUS tax records, Form 990. It shows the nonprofit took in more than $133 million in donations last year. Of that, $6 million went to local shelters.
We found of that money, HSUS gave only about $1,000 back to local shelters in Tennessee, and $0 went to shelters in Kentucky in 2011.
You know, they collect money from people who soft-hearted people, send them $10, $20 a month.
This session, HSUS spearheaded the cockfighting bill in the Tennessee General Assembly to protect roosters. The HSUS was instrumental in cracking down on horse soaring in Tennessee with this video proof. And the national group was in Blount County last week rescuing these horses allegedly abused by soaring. Fox 17 has accompanied the Humane Society on numerous raids to rescue animals, including these dozen dogs saved from a hoarder in Pikeville this month. More on those dogs in a minute.
I would really want people to...
U.S. Humane Society CEO Wayne Pacelli is seen here on Ellen, promoting the veto of a Tennessee bill he says would hinder undercover investigative efforts to expose animal abuse.
But you can help stop this horrible abuse by supporting the Humane Society of the United States.
No doubt the HSUS is working to stop animal abuse on a national level through legislation.
They're tearjerkers. I love the commercials.
Natasha Farmer is with the Cheatham County Animal Control, which she says survives on $75,000 a year.
It gives me more of the impression that they're helping locally, communal base.
The Dickson County facility gets by on just $150,000 a year.
I think people give to the Humane Society of the United States thinking that their dollar gets down to the shelters. And I think the Humane Society of the United States meets their mission in supporting policies, but doesn't always support the small communities in the United States.
So what does the Humane Society spend your donations on? Primarily fundraising, advertising, legislation to protect animals, and the lobbyists to push it through. Donations to the national organization don't necessarily translate into direct daily animal care at your local shelter. In fact, Pacelli tells Fox 17 the U.S. Humane Society has no affiliation with your local Humane Society, despite sharing the Humane Society name. Remember those rescued Pikeville dogs we showed you earlier? HSUS deserves the credit for that rescue, and in this instance, gave the Chattanooga shelter $1,500 for care. But Cheatham County Animal Control and another shelter in Portland tell Fox 17 HSUS hasn't been as responsive and giving during and after rescues.
I would hope that situations like this would raise awareness for the need of a local shelter to be able to assist these animals.